Round 3 was absolutely ridiculous this weekend. There was so much crap that was going on. We had crashes right and left. It started raining during the final. But let's take a look to see what the race day schedule is like. So we have a warm-up, a heat 1, a heat 2, and a final. We're going to skip the warm-up for this video. Now for the heats, we're randomly selected to start somewhere in both heat 1 and heat 2. Then you take the results of those heats, average them out, and that's where you start for the final. So let's start with heat 1. Alright, so for this first heat race, we're going to be starting in P12 out of 14 drivers. So we're going to be starting pretty far in the back. And already out of the pit lane, we're going to have a driver that has spun around. Now, it may not look like it out, but it's extremely cold out on track for this first session. Anyways, we're going to bog down here on the start, not great. But then we're going to check up. I don't know actually what happened in front. But at this point, I'm just trying to survive in turn 1. So we're going to kind of brake a little early, make sure we don't hit anyone. Then we're going to close right up to the number 918's bumper. Now you can't see it, but there's a cart on my right there. You can see his helmet for a second. We're going to pass him, and then someone's going to spin off in front, and then I'm going to get attacked up on the inside on my left. But so far, we're in P9, so yeah, decent positions gained, and I'm going to be looking to carry that momentum. Well, I carried that momentum directly into the dirt. Now, after making sure that he's okay, unfortunately, we are going to have to retire due to a bunch of bad equipment. Now, if you're wondering what happened there, basically he spun around. I thought he was going to roll into the dirt off the racing line. Unfortunately, that did not end up happening. So when I realized this, I had to go to the left, and unfortunately, we made contact. Alright, so that wreck did cause us to have a bent tie rod and a bent steering column, which sucks, but we got it fixed for Heat 2. We're going to be starting in P5, so let's see what happens. And thank you to Evan Rivas for giving us sick camera footage right there. So he's the cart in front of me, so he's going to be helping us see this lap 1 from a different perspective. Now, right there, I almost did lose it, but thankfully we managed to save it. And as you can see, the number 14 is going to come around my outside, putting me back into P4. Now here, I'm going to try and get a run on him so I can pass him in the hairpin. But unfortunately, we hit that curb too hard, using too much curb there, and that slows us down. And this is going to allow the number 14 and Evan to get past the number 901, which sucks because now I'm back here. I tried to get a pass on the 901 there. I don't know what I was doing. I should have just taken the regular racing line. But anyways, the 901 is going to make a huge mistake right there, and we're going to fly past him. Now, I want to talk about the draft effect during this race. Because we had a headwind, if you were behind in someone's draft, you had such a significant speed boost, just ridiculous. It was like the mushroom from Mario Kart. Alright, now in this point, I'm going to be working with the 901 so that we can pull a gap to the faster drivers behind. But unfortunately, as time goes on, they are going to catch up to us. And because I don't want to get past, I'm going to tell them, let's work together and let's get past the number 901. So they're going to bump me. We're going to go flying past the number 901. You can't see it, but there is 2 carts behind me. And at this point, Evan is just gone. He's out of here. He's in a totally different world right now. And unfortunately, the number 85 and the number 98 are going to come through on me. You can't see it, but on my right, the number 901 is there. So I'm having to go against him. And then basically we're going to stay in P5 right now. And then the number 85 is going to go past the number 914. I don't know why I didn't swing out there like normal. I kind of like slid across the racetrack too much. And that's going to allow the number 19 to send a nice dive bomb on me. So that kind of sucked. But honestly, just all learning experiences, good things to know about my racecraft. And I hate to add salt in the wound here for the number 914, but we are going to come through and send a nice move on the hairpin. Now, I just want to show you guys that, as you can see, I'm pretty far from the number 914, which is bad. So I've been working my racecraft to try and get closer to people when I overtake them. That's why I have to go a little bit defensive here. Anyways, we have another 2 drivers right over there that are out this race. I mean, I think so far, every single race this entire day, we had an incident of some sort. The number 901 is going to come through here. Now, I remember this entire race, I was struggling with grip. I had no grip, and I was just like, what's going on? What did I do with the setup wrong or something? Well, basically, my tire pressures were way too low because on the in-lap after the race was done, I was a total of 3/10 faster than my fastest lap out on track. So, good to know for future reference. Now, we're actually going to gain 2 positions here on the start without having to do anything because a total of 4 people are not going to be racing in this final, which is going to help us out, making it so that we start in P7 for this final. And speaking of the final, let's get into it right now. Now, with starting in the midfield for this race, it's especially dangerous because you have karts both in front and behind you. So I'm going to brake kind of early. In my opinion, I kind of brake too early there. But as you can see, I already catch right up to the group in front strictly because that I knew they were all going to check up. Now, at this point, I'm thinking that hopefully we can get a run and pass the number 950 here. But unfortunately, he seems a little too far away. But he's going to have a little slide right here, which gives me the confidence to do a nice move right here. Now, I think it's one and done. He's not going to come back, and that's it. But if we look on the bottom left of the corner right here, he's actually going to come back through, and I'm like, oh crap. But because he had to take it so tight, we're going to do a switchback on him, which I've never done before in that corner. Anyways, we're going to start working our way to catching up to the number 914 here. So after the course of a couple of laps, we're going to be starting to make some good progress on him here. And as you can see, having just that little bit of slide on the exit of that last corner onto the straightaway kills you so much. And with that draft effect, we fly up on him and we're going to push his bumper into turn 1. Now at this point, I know that it's just a matter of time in setting up the move at the hairpin to get this move and get this position. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to send it right there. And now I'm going to try and communicate to them behind with my hand right there and say, let's go catch the leaders in front. Now, I do want to say this. I think part of the reason I couldn't catch up to the guys in front was because I only got bumped on the straight one time that entire race. And here we go, 3 laps to go, and as you can see, here's my dad's camera footage. Now, for those who are wondering what the heck happened, well, here's a screenshot of his crash. So if you guys are interested in checking out the full video, he is going to be making one. I don't know if it's going to be coming out before or after this video, but it will come out eventually. Now, this is the final lap. A kart's going to try and dive bomb it because off the racing line's more grip, so he just decided to try it. Anyways, this is the final couple corners of the final lap. Pretty slick, as you can see. And then this right here is the race over. We finished in P5. But check this out, guys. Look at this. Look how bad the grip's getting. Almost lost it right there. Really, really close. And look at these final couple corners. Check this out. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad. So thank God the race ended when it did, because it could have caused some major incidents out on the track. Now, if you guys are wondering whether or not I'm going to be making a video for every single race I do, I'm not going to be. It just so happened that these 2 races back-to-back happen to be super chaotic. So anytime a race is chaotic, super fun, or interesting, I will post it. If it's not, I won't. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one.